first pick, the Dallas Mavericks select Cooper Flagg from Duke University.
I'm excited to be a sponge. I'm going to try and grow my game as much as I can.
Oh, behind the back. Flagg reaching deep into the bag.
He's going to be one of the best players to play this game.
You're watching NBA Countdown, presented by Lilly.
All right, Perk. In just a short time in his NBA career, Cooper Flagg is already accomplishing feats seen by legends of the game, right? Back on December 15th, he had 42 points. He became the youngest player with a 40-point game in league history since that man, LeBron James, who had his first 40-point game in 2004. And Flagg does it all for the Mavericks. He leads his team in total points, rebounds, and assists and steals. The last rookie to do that was Michael Jordan.
Oh, wow.
That is right, back in 84-85. That's put Flagg in position to join more elite company tonight, because with 4 points and 1 rebound, he would become the first player with 750 points, 250 rebounds, 150 assists, 50 steals through his first 40 games since... Anybody?
Will Chamberlain.
Larry Bird and Magic Johnson.
That's a good guess.
In 1980.
I always
Good
guess.
guess.
Good guess. When in doubt, guess Will. And while Cooper, he really does seem to be solidifying himself as the long-term plan, the future for Dallas. That doesn't mean there still aren't a lot of questions for this franchise. None bigger than the future, right, of Anthony Davis, who our Charania reported is not going to require surgery after all on that injured left hand after he got a second opinion, and he's expected to, quote, heal from that injury in approximately 6 weeks. This is according to the team. But it's a good thing Shams is here, because there are still more questions. Because now that we know this, Shams, what does AD's future look like with this team?
Malika, for all intents and purposes, meaningful basketball in Dallas for Davis this season is essentially over because of the time he's going to miss with the injury, and also because this is a Mavericks team that's going to be jockeying for lottery positioning in the second half of the season. They're 12th in the Western Conference right now. This is the last year they control their first-round pick until 2031. So jockeying will be the big word for the Mavericks second half of the season. But for the business of basketball, let's flip there. I'm told the Mavericks are having renewed trade talks around Davis with multiple interested teams. 2 of the foremost teams there, Atlanta and Toronto. But one thing that has been made clear in the last few days from people that I talked to is the cost is most certainly going to be lower for the Mavericks than it was even a month ago, when the Mavericks were hedging that Davis would rack up games, would improve his value, and it could go up and up in terms of what they could get. But what has happened now is the groin injury in late December,
right,
and then now this much more serious hand injury. And so the Mavericks have to make a decision. Are we content with potentially expiring contracts, essentially cleaning out our salary books, getting rid of Anthony Davis's contract, maybe getting a draft pick, and then fully rebuilding around Cooper Flagg with clean salary books? Or do you hedge again that Anthony Davis's value could be at a good level in the summer? And if not, bring back AD with Kyrie Irving, Cooper Flagg, and potentially a high draft pick. These are all conversations the Mavericks are having right now.
Well, I have good news for the Mavericks, because the hardest part for them is done. And that is that they have the player to replace Luka, to replace Kyrie, to replace AD. They have Cooper Flagg. There are teams who tank for 5, 6, 8 years and don't get a player like Cooper Flagg. They've got him in-house. And not only that, even though they've had this terrible luck with injuries, Kyrie is out and AD is out, they know in January where the course of their season is going. And so they can tank, and they can use the draft pick. Do you know how hard it is to get another top pick right on top of a generational player?
Even though
they can do those two things.
We've never seen, they're going to have a sample size of 0 of AD, Kyrie, and
I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. They shouldn't want to see it. What are you holding on for? Like Wendy just said, you got a generational player. You got your guy. I'm not just considering trading Anthony Davis. I'm trading the 33-year-old Kyrie Irving, too. If you're talking about rebuilding, then rebuild.
But is that what the Mavs are discussing here for right now?
But Sean said they want,
Kyrie Irving's still out, like with the ACL. The full attention right now is on Anthony.
I get that part, but what I'm saying is, if you're going to go full rebuild mode and build around Cooper
You don't even
Flagg,
have to full rebuild, Perk, because they already have the player. It's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful situation.
I understand, but we want to add those young pieces to grow with them. Kyrie Irving is 33 years old. I'm trading both him and Anthony Davis, and I'm going to give me some draft picks, some pieces, and draft well, add some pieces around Cooper Flagg, and I'm looking forward to next year.
All right, well, if we're talking about Cooper Flagg, that was I'm incredibly happy.
I didn't mean to sound that way, but I feel that way.
I'm very, very glad that you do. Coach, why should this team be so excited? I mean, we've seen this from Cooper Flagg. We showed the numbers earlier, but it's his decision-making that also is so far beyond a 19-year-old in this league.
It just turned 19.
Yeah.
And we had a little clip of him press conference saying, I want to be a sponge. He didn't say, I want to be this. I want to be a sponge. I want to learn. I want to improve. You mentioned the playmaking. He's at over 5 assists per game in the last 20 games. He's attacking the paint, not settling. And one area he's really improved upon, aside from those two, is knocking down the three-point shot. And these are the last two clips that you just saw. They're both against Denver. They're 2-0 against the Nuggets this year, and he has played outstanding against them. He is the present. He is the future. Mm-hmm. And the main event has been really fun to watch.
As of right now, Cooper Flagg is untouchable. Kyrie Irving is untouchable. P.J. Washington also untouchable. He's not trade eligible.
Okay.
Aside from that, the Mavericks are fully open for business.
I'm untouchable too, Shannon.
You heard it here first.
Come on, baby.
Hold it on for me.
Well, it's a good thing we have a couple of weeks still until free agency fully comes to fruition. But
I'm on fire. It's NBA,